It's lunchtime. It's Sunday the 24th. It's lunch, and Sophie is letting the little children out of their, where they want to get out of. They had their nap, after breakfast nap, and you can see that they're after their sleepy area. First they want water, and then they'll attack the food. I know some of you had expressed you wanted to see their eating habits. The puppies are pretty much all assigned, and Kearney, you're getting brown, and Robert, you're getting blue boy, and Melissa, you're getting yellow/green girl, and Doug is getting black boy, and Mark is getting red girl. And we'll take a little peek at what the condition of their bedroom area is. As you can see, this is the condition of their bedroom, and they've pretty much done all their business in their paper area. Of course, when they have their breakfast, I'm cleaning that area and getting it all back to perfect, and they mess it up again after lunch. And they're all, some of them would rather play than eat, some of them would rather eat than play. And we get a chance to see what they're doing. Sophie is such a help. And that was so sweet of you, Mark, to give a gift to Sophie for her help with loving on these puppies. So generous. Sophie, you can say thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Sophie was quite surprised with the generosity of your thank you card and gift. What are you saving it for, Sophie?
I'm going to save enough money to get a puppy.
You want to save enough money to get a puppy? Oh, you better save for a while. Maybe your mom and dad will chip in. Maybe I might give you a bargain basement reduced price. You never know. And so as you can see, the greedier ones, like Red, who has decided that she has the habit of stepping right in the dish or lying in the dish such that she can, and ensuring that nobody pushes her out of the way. They can push her, try to push her, and Yellow would rather socialize than eat. Obviously Yellow's not starving Marvin, and Yellow wants to drink, and everybody else is assiduously chowing down. But they pretty much know that nobody's going to starve them, and they don't have to eat in a big burning rush, because Grandma will always give them more. In the next day or two, Dr. Weiland is going to participate with me in doing the ear tattoo. He leaves to go work as a hospital. No, he's doing ER shifts. 2 24-hour ER shifts in Kennett, Missouri. And he's going to be leaving on Wednesday to get for his 24-hour night shifts in Kennett, Missouri in the ER. So we'll have to have those ears done Monday or Tuesday, which gives plenty of time for them to heal before people pick up their puppies. And you can see that they have pretty good appetites. What I recommend is you feed them breakfast whenever you want. They're used to having breakfast anytime between 7:30 in the morning and 9:30 in the morning. I like to vary it so that you people can have your own schedule appropriate for what works for you. And lunch is anywhere between, depending if they ate early or late, lunch is anywhere between 11:30 and 1:30. And This lunch, which is at 2 o'clock, is a little late, but I was waiting for Sophie to come because Sophie wanted to participate in this, what will be probably our last video. Maybe last video. I might take one more. Depending on whether Sophie can come over and help me. You might get to see their green ear tattoos. I recommend that for each of the 3 feedings, dinner's feeding is between 5 and 6:30. And then I do give them, they go to bed around 10 o'clock at night, maybe 11. Sometimes it's midnight. It varies when they're put in their kennel. And I do give them a smaller ration just before bedtime to help them get sleepy. And I recommend that you take a 1 cup measuring cup and feed your puppy the meal. Offer it. The kibble is no longer wet. They like it dry. It gets less messy if you give it to them dry, and it's good for their little teeth. And then you'll see, what does my puppy eat in a 10 or minute thereabouts session, 10-15 minutes. And the next time you'll know whether you give 3/4 of a cup or a whole cup, or it'll be between 3/4 and a cup that they'll want to eat when they're individuals. At this point in time, I have no way of knowing who ate a 3/4 of a cup, who ate 7/8 of a cup, who ate a whole cup. I just give them a whole 4-cup amount with my 4-cup measuring cup. And as for their ear tattoo, if there is any green on their ear left over from the tattoo, don't wash it off because you'll suck out the ink out of their tattoo. Wait for it to naturally wear off. And I can't think of anything else that I need to tell you. They sure like playing with Sophie. And they've got all their toys. And yes, they make a mess, but you'll notice that then the hungrier ones go and pick what they dropped off the floor. There were no pieces of kibble on the floor when we started. And pretty much everyone except Melissa has told me what name they want to name their puppy. Brown collar is going to be named Onyx, and black collar's name is Gus, and blue collar is Jax, and red collar is Aria. I think so. And we don't know what yellow/green collar's name is going to be. We'll have to know before you pick her up, because I do the transfer from me to you as soon as you pick up your puppy. I transfer the ownership. Obviously, I don't transfer the ownership till the puppy is picked up and paid for. Because in the past, people have actually had disasters happen the day before they were going to pick up the puppy, and then I have to go to the next person on the list and offer that puppy to whoever on the list wants that puppy, which makes for one happy person. Oh, somebody's going in the puppy house. That's Black going in the puppy house. He likes his puppy house. You can see that Black is just in and out, in and out. No, maybe I'll go for a drink of water. It was quite cute the other day, 2 days ago now. That would be Friday, it happened. That brown collar girl was picking on Little Red, and both Blue Boy and Black Boy got in her face, barking at her, growling at her, barking at her, and basically pouncing on her. So she was distracted and left Little Red alone. I thought that was quite cute that the boys were defending that one little girl. You can see some of them, their ears are just starting to lift. Just the beginning. And I want you to know that Slovakian, East European bloodlines tend to have bigger ears than the little bunny rabbit or the pussycat ears that a lot of the American bred dogs have. And the bigger the ear, the more cartilage that has to develop before the ear can fully stand on its own. And sometimes you might have to wait till they're close to 4 months, 5 months of age for them to fully... Oh, they're all going to try to squish in the puppy house. No. Who's in it? Just Blue. I'm going to change my view. Oh yeah, here you are. All the puppies want to be at Grandma's feet. Maybe I'll change my view again. Now we're going after the remains. And then we'll start to play. This is probably going to be a long video. We'll see. One time I made the video so long YouTube wouldn't load it. I have to make sure that I don't get it too loaded, too long. Because then I have to take the video over again. Oh. They sure like to play with Sophie. And they're not as interested in Mummy. Mummy's manneries are pretty much dried up now. But it's reassuring for her to know that her puppies are still here. And they're safe and they're happy. And she's happy. Oops! Somebody fell in the water dish. Could you push the water dish just a little further away from you so that nobody falls in that water dish? Thank you, Sophie. And Black went back to the puppy house. He's in. And oh, there now he's out again. In, out, in, out. I have towels here and there because when they pee, I like to mop it up right away. And I can see a pee spot that I gotta mop up. No, then they'll all run into it. I'll clean it as soon as I do the video. I'll take care of. You don't have to. Little Black sure wants to play with you. Little Gus. But I like to bite. That's how I explore the world. Somebody's in that puppy house, and I think it's Yellow was in the house. We're just going to take turns biting you. Oh, I'm going to sit here. We got a better view. Somebody's still chowing down. They want to get the last little scraps. Yeah, it's blue and yellow. Kind of silly to call her yellow when she's got a green collar, but we all know what we mean. That was the closest to yellow I had in my larger puppy Velcro collection. They only come in 6 colors. Oh, and who's Look at how his ears are lifting. Little Black's ears are really starting to lift. And where did Blue go? Who know? Oh, there's Blue. Blue has a little habit of wanting to sleep underneath that black blanket. So he's between the blanket and his mommy, where he can visit his mommy. Yellow, yeah, the plastic cups. They like to play with, they make toys out of the strangest things. All of you guys, save your thin-walled water bottles, because they make a delicious crackly sound when the puppies bite them. And they love that crackly sound, and they love biting on the water bottles. And I don't know if I have any more water bottles. If you could find one, throw it in the mix. Sophie, if you can see on the floor, there's 2 water bottles. There's one of them. Yeah. No, that's not a crackly water bottle. There are crackly that they've squished a little bit. There's one of them. Let me take the cap off that. That was brand new. I take the cap off. That was brand new yesterday. And they've already totally squished it up. But I don't drink as much water out of water bottles, and I run out.
Hey, can I play with this?
Okay. Yeah, you can play with that. There we go. Roll it on the floor and see what they do. Just drag it very slowly. And they're learning to play with balls. They're learning that balls are fun. And Ebby now sees the ball and she's miffed. Ebby, stop it. She wants to play with the balls. I think we've had Ebby, she says, if you're not going to let me have the ball, I'll play with my food dish. Who went in there? That is Red's in there. Red's in there, and Black is coming for the play. I think this is on the edge of getting too long. And hopefully we'll have time to take one more video if Sophie can come over. And we'll play ball. And there we go. Brown is really intrigued by this ball. Anyway, I'll let this go. Have a good day.